In response to these latest campaigns against me, in which it is proclaimed that the state arbiters of the program want me dead, and they are bragging about how many different ways that they could kill me and so on and so forth, which I have found out about these grand propaganda campaigns by listening to YouTubers and looking on social media. And everybody who has a following on social media and who do popular YouTube videos are literally regurgitating, let's say, these propaganda skits. And they're obviously just propaganda scripts or skits, whatever you want to call them, stunts, that the state arbiters of the program are implementing because they want to show grand gestures to the publics of the world, that they are serious and they mean business, and you should never cross them because this is what's going to happen to you if you do. We will kill you outside of the rule of law and we will brag about it. But as we are talking about the intelligence agencies of 3 countries, one of which is the United States, which means that the CIA and NSA and probably other agencies are responsible for the administration of the program. The state arbiters of the program are from the United States, Great Britain and Denmark, and it's obviously the US taking the forefront here and dictating what goes and what doesn't go. And this can be seen over and over again since the inception of the program, which practically began in the United States, or began live in the United States before it was even going on anywhere else, or before it was even going on, if you could put it that way. So this is again another piece of evidence that shows it's the United States who are in control of the program and who dictates what goes on. But I don't believe me to be under any kind of death threat from anybody, because the state arbiters of the program use me, Stephen Bell, as the whole pretext for this entire global social engineering and intelligence operation, a.k.a. the program. So there is no benefit for them whatsoever. In fact, they will lose huge if I was to suddenly keel over and die. And everybody would also know that it's those states who are responsible for that, despite the state arbiters wanting people to be scared of them and wanting people to fear and acquiesce to them. They don't really want people to believe that they are cold-blooded murderers who operate entirely outside of the rule of law, because anything that goes on in the program so far has been completely extrajudicial. That means outside of the rule of law, because obviously it's illegal to run a program as the one we're all living through, and it's not by any stretch of the imagination legal to publicly and continuously label someone, me in this instance, guilty for serious criminal offences outside of the rule of law, and publicly announcing my supposed guilt in all of these claims and accusations which are daily broadcasted in these never-ending propaganda campaigns. And the same claims and accusations that are being made, I am out publicly. I'm at the same time not allowed to know, because I'm not supposed to be able to defend myself in any way, shape, form or manner. And obviously if I knew the context or the details of said allegations and claims, I could defend myself without the state here in Denmark, without them filing a lawsuit or filing criminal charges against me, rather, because I could file I could file civil charges rather against the state. But as long as I don't know the context of the allegations, I don't have any details of any significance other than the title of what I'm supposedly am, which is a sex criminal, then I can't really begin to make solid claims against the state, despite the court system here in Denmark and everywhere else are well aware of what is going on and how I am being claimed criminally guilty for claims and allegations that had never seen the day in court. So that's why they're operating as they are, and they obviously would like to set me up at some point. But even that, under these circumstances, is becoming harder and harder for them to do. So they are coming after me in other ways, and they really want to destroy. They want to destroy people's image of me, and that's what you're seeing every single day in these propaganda campaigns. So when I drive in my car and I move to a bigger house, and it appears that I have a margin of success despite my unbelievable circumstances, people's image of what they're being told of me start to fracture. So that is why you're always seeing an amplification in these psychological operations, which are being run by the state arbiters of the program on a global basis each and every day. And that I believe that these latest grand gestures of my supposed death happening any minute now, and the government's intent and so on and so forth is hype, and they're just showing off, and they want people to be scared of them, and they don't want people to not to do what they're saying. So they're using me again as a boogeyman and an example to show this is what we're going to do to you if you don't do what we say. And when I say you don't do what we say, I mean not just as it relates to the program, but as it relates to everything. And these days, here in 2021, we are truly seeing a completely different way of ruling society. We have gone from quasi-democratic countries to now we are living under totalitarian regimes for all intents and purposes, and that is what the program has brought. It has brought dictatorship, and it has brought the lessening and a complete trampling of all of our rights and freedoms all across the board. And they're going to continue to do that till we live under regimes that you could find in China, let's say, where you have social points and people not being able to get loans, or if you have certain political beliefs, you won't be able to get jobs, and so on and so forth. These are the places that we're heading, and that is what the program is here to do. It's here to normalise these new kind of rules by the state arbiters of the program, and all across the globe, in fact.